Good morning and welcome to Law Talks here on 4CRB. Well, going into hospital for surgery or even a routine procedure can be stressful enough without worrying about what would happen if something went wrong or your recovery wasn't what you had planned. Most people assume they'll be home in a day or two, but complications can happen. If your hospital stay is extended or you become unable to make decisions, who will pay your bills, access your bank accounts, or make medical choices on your behalf? These are not pleasant things to think about, but having the right legal documents in place can provide enormous peace of mind for both you and your family. And to explain what everyone should consider before heading into hospital, we're joined by estate planning lawyer Leigh Steyn from Attwood Marshall Lawyers. Good morning, Leigh, and thanks for joining us.
Morning, Robin. Thanks for having me.
Well, Leigh, why is going into hospital a good reminder to review your estate planning documents?
Well, Robin, estate planning is a plan that considers the what-if scenarios. So what if recovery takes longer than expected? What if you cannot sign documents or pay bills when you need to? What if you lose the ability to give medical instructions or express your preferences? A current will is important, but estate planning is just so much more than just a will. It's about doing life documents that provide you an insurance policy for all the what-ifs while you're alive. And going into hospital it's the absolute perfect time to check your estate planning documents if you haven't reviewed them for a while, or some people haven't even put them into place yet.
Yeah.
So it's a good time to do it.
And what legal documents should every adult have in place before heading to hospital for a medical procedure?
Okay, so the essential documents are a will, an enduring power of attorney, and where appropriate, it would be an advanced health directive.
Okay.
What many people don't actually understand is the importance of an enduring power of attorney, no matter your age or health status. This document, it deals with who can manage finances and make personal or health decisions if capacity is lost unexpectedly. So just as an example, you may be young and fit, but suddenly if you're heading into hospital for a procedure where your recovery is longer than expected, your priorities shift to healing and not running your life admin. So these documents, they can be a lifeline, allowing a trusted person to step into your shoes and handle your affairs when you need to focus on your recovery and wellness.
So, Leigh, can you quickly recap what is the difference between an EPOA and an advanced health directive?
Yeah, that's a great question. So an enduring power of attorney and an advanced health directive, they both help if a person loses capacity.
Okay.
But they do different jobs.
Right.
So an enduring power of attorney appoints one or more people to make decisions for you. It covers financial matters such as, like I said earlier, paying bills, managing bank accounts, or dealing with property. And it can also cover personal and health matters, such as where you live or what care you receive. Then an advanced health directive just records your instructions about future healthcare. For example, what treatment you would consent to or refuse if you could no longer make or communicate those decisions yourself. It can also deal with life-sustaining treatment, palliative care, and other medical preferences. I think many people have strong beliefs around what type of life-sustaining treatment they do or don't want, and this is the place to put it.
Yeah.
So just to break it down a bit further, if you're in hospital and cannot communicate, your enduring power of attorney may allow your attorney to speak to your doctors,
Okay.
make general health decisions, arrange care, pay bills, and manage your affairs. Then your advanced health directive, that may tell your doctors whether you want to receive CPR, blood transfusions, or assisted ventilation. And if there's any complications, it will be all on that document.
Okay, great. So, Leigh, let's go back to enduring power of attorneys. Can an enduring power of attorney take effect immediately, even if you still have capacity, and allow someone to help you with things like bank transactions, paying bills, or liaising with Centrelink, etc., while you want to switch off and recover from surgery or similar?
Yes, it can. In Queensland and New South Wales, an enduring power of attorney can take effect immediately. But it takes effect immediately for your financial matters. So even while you have capacity, your attorney that you've appointed can step in.
Okay.
What that means is that the document can allow the attorney to help with practical financial and administrative tasks, such as the banking, paying bills, dealing with property, signing the documents. But this also depends strongly on the wording of the document and the requirements of the relevant institutions. So that's also why it's so important to get the proper advice when you're drafting these documents. If you print a document off the internet and fill it out yourself, it's very easy to miss important terms and instructions and caveats which these documents need. And if it's not on the document, if it's not drafted correctly, then your attorney could possibly not be able to use them for their correct needs.
Yes.
And just to be clear, when an enduring power of attorney, it can come into effect immediately and not only at loss of capacity should the principal wish to do so. This only applies to financial decisions.
Right.
So an enduring power of attorney for health-related decisions can only come into effect once you have lost capacity. So you don't have to worry about your attorney disagreeing with your medical decisions. If you have capacity to make these, it doesn't work that way.
Okay, well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
So can you share an example of a situation where this played out in real life?
A good example I can give is someone going to hospital has they've appointed their adult child as their attorney, which is what most people do for financial matters, that is. And they implement the power that it can come into immediate effect. While that person is recovering and stuck in hospital or at home for a week or even months, their child is actually able to support them and pay household bills and manage their insurance policies, speak to Centrelink if need be, or even just attend to the property expenses. However, at the same time, that child could not make health or accommodations decisions under the enduring power of attorney unless the person has lost capacity. So it's very important that you fully trust the person you are giving this responsibility to. After all, this person will have complete access to things you can access, specifically like your bank account.
Yeah, okay. And who should keep copies of these documents and where should the originals be stored?
So I always say that the original documents need to be kept in a safe place, and generally you should tell your family or close friends where the documents are stored and ensure that someone can actually access them if needed. So for me, the best place to store your documents is at the law firm where you created them. Law firms will have a safe room for security documents. It will protect them from things like fires or from getting lost. So many people have the best intentions of storing them in what they consider a safe space at home, but it's actually amazing how many times we have attorneys stepping into the role who simply can't find where mum or dad left their documents. So I would just say make sure, especially if you're heading into hospital, the right people know where these documents are.
Yeah, I imagine that's a very common occurrence.
Yes.
Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks, Leigh. That is really helpful and timely reminder that estate planning, it isn't just for later in life. It's about preparing for the unexpected, especially if you are heading into hospital. Thanks for joining us today.
Pleasure. Thanks for having me.
You've been listening to Law Talks here on 4CRB, which you can hear every Friday morning from 9 o'clock.